Unless you've been living under a rock for the last 3 months, you know that Elon Musk has decided he wants to buy Twitter and take their company private at $54.20 per share. Right now, it's trading just shy of $50. So he's offering you up to an 8% return if this deal goes through. But I'm going to show you how you might be able to triple that return using options. Now, if you want certainty, the best thing that you can do with Twitter is just to buy shares of the company, because whenever you buy shares of Twitter, you don't have to worry about the expiration date. So you're not worried about when the deal goes through, you're only worried about if the deal goes through. And I'd say there's around a 90% chance of the deal going through, but we don't have a timeline. Now, our best estimate as of right now is by the end of October. But with Elon selling over $7 billion worth of Tesla last week, I think that he's pushing for a little bit more urgency. So this deal could end up going through sooner, but there's a lot of red tape and bureaucracy that it has to go through first. But the faster this deal goes through, the more money that you might be able to make using options. Right now, Twitter's trading for around $49.70. So if we decide to just buy shares of Twitter at this price, we can make up to a 9% return if this deal goes through. And again, we don't have to worry about when the deal goes through with an expiration date, but if we're to trade options, the shorter our expiration date and the sooner this deal goes through, the more money we could potentially make. So if we set our expiration for June 17th and we buy this $50 call for $140, we can make up to $420 by buying the shares at our $50 strike price and then selling them at the $54.20 private price if this deal is finished by June 17th. But again, we're paying $140 in order to open this, so we're capping our profit to $280 for each of these $50 calls that we buy. So in this case, we'd be able to triple our money, but the likelihood of this deal being finished within a month is pretty low. And the longer we set our expiration date, the more money we're going to pay for this $50 call option. If we set our expiration for July 15th, this call is going for $205. And if we set our expiration for when this deal is expected to go through in October, we'd be paying $360 in order to open this. So if this deal is finished by October 21st, again, we'd be able to buy the shares at our $50 strike price, sell them at the $54.20 private price for $420 in profit, but we're paying $360 in order to open this, capping our profit to $60 for each of these options that we open. But that's still about an 18% return, which is double the return that you would get just by buying shares of Twitter. But I think that the best way that you could probably play this right now would actually be a call debit spread. So if we decide on a shorter expiration date, like we did earlier, June 17th, instead of assuming that this deal will be finished by June 17th, we could just assume that Twitter will trade above $50. So in this case, we would sell the $50 call, and then we would buy a call option below that depending on how much money we want to spend. So if I want to spend up to about $400, I could buy this $45 call, and again, we'd be paying $400, and our potential return is $100 if Twitter is above our $50 strike price on our expiration date of June 17th. So the deal doesn't have to be finished. Twitter just needs to be above $50 in order for us to make that $100 in profit. And I think that the closer we get to this deal being finalized, the higher the price for Twitter stock. So if we get more confirmation that this deal is going to be finished between now and June 17th, it's likely that Twitter would be above our $50 strike price. But hey, this is all just my opinion and what I'm thinking on this Twitter deal. Let me know what you think of it, when you think this deal is going to go through. Thanks for making it all the way to the end, and thank you to all my patrons for their support. And as always, remember to stay positive, stay green. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.